back. We're back this time for real. I'm playing the right game. Realized what entice meant when he said like this doesn't look like WoW. I was streaming under WoW. I was streaming under WoW, and I was playing 7 days, so it should be fixed now. Many, many things. Right. The music. We'll do some of that too today. Why not? What have I been doing the last few times I've done these streams? One more thing I was gonna. One more thing. Time it's for real. Already do normal. Did I only do LFR the other day? Oh, got it. And I think for a true first time ever, when I say I'm gonna crack open a cold one with my boys, I do mean a literal cold beer. Cheers, everyone. Can't wait. So excited to drink beer. I love beer. After the first few, it'll get better. Again, I hope anyone doing anything tonight for 4th of July has a good time. Whether you're staying at home like my plans are, going out, going for a barbecue or anything, I hope it goes well. It's lots of fun. Wish you the best of luck, just like I wish myself the best of luck of being free from running to Lore ever again. I'm gonna do my best to. I feel like the last few mounts I've gotten, I like looted them and I was like, oh, that's cool. But do my best to ham it up a little bit more for the next one I get. Gotta get that content. Gotta lose my mind because I got Gmod or whatever, right? What the people want to see. Also, I didn't really choose this brand of beer. I didn't choose Pabst, but get my brother my card. I was like, go buy beer basically for yourself, but I'm gonna steal like half the case for tonight. I hate starting this. Doing this place on the Alliance side sucks. The Horde side is so much better. There's just like less trash. Because like I'm pretty sure if I don't kill all this trash, the RP for the boss doesn't start up right. I tried skipping it all the other day. Come on, Gen, he's so fucking slow. I'm happy for the most part that like not a whole lot of raids have like big RP anymore. I think they kind of like went through a phase during, from start of the game all the way through to like Dragonflight, and then they were like, let's maybe tone some of that back. I feel like they haven't had any in any recent raids in a while. None that I can think of. There might be some RP, but it's like 15, 20 seconds at most. First boss down, first of many. Getting that G mod today, 100%. Got a good feeling. And for anyone curious what mounts I've been like farming and I already got, I only had a handful left to do anyway. The mounts I needed were Stratholme for Death Charger, Ulduar for Mimron's Head, of course, ACC for Invincible, of course, Dragon Soul, Blazing Drake, only that one. I have every other mount from Dragon Soul. The other ones I needed. The red Infernal from Nighthold, Midnight Eternal Rain from Karazhan, Gmon from here, Allseer from Nyalotha, and then Vengeance from Sylvanas. So those are like the only mounts I needed. And I've already gotten the Death Charger. I got Mimron's Head, and I got Invincible. So I'm like basically already halfway through my my planned list. And I was averaging amount today, and then I didn't end up playing any WoW yesterday, so I need to earn either another amount today, or I mean, I guess I got 3, so I could still say like I've still averaged amount a day, as long as I get one tonight. I should just spend my reroll tokens. I hate clicking off the little window. Send them on a boss. It's already getting easier to drink the beer. I usually hardly ever drink beer. I only ever drink it at like I'm going out to a bar with people and I'm expected to be there for like 2 or 3 hours. It's like I don't want to get shit faced drinking Jack and Cokes or something. So it's like I just get beer instead. It's like the nice in between for me. It doesn't really get me going. If I were to sit and drink this whole thing and like 2 or 3 more in the next like 10 minutes, that I'd probably probably have a little problem. But I'm gonna miss it. No way. This is such a slow elevator, but it's gonna go at the last possible moment where I'm not. Yeah, maybe not. like the slowest elevator in all of WoW. And here comes the like 5 minutes of RP, basically. Probably the worst bit of RP in the entire raid. Awesome. I'll actually hear the RP. About to sit and listen to it anyway. Admittedly, like I do still like the characters. There's some good voice lines in like this expansion. I like this out last time I did this boss. Going a little too fast. One of the last times. He decided to like stay up here, and then also like he didn't lose his little absorb thing. Fucking ages. Motherfucker. It was like it was really annoying. Also, this flight, that like the Alliance side sucks because you have this big long flight. You get to the boat and it's a little unclear who you actually talk to. Um, it's like I only ever raided this place as Horde back in BFA. I think I did like maybe I did like the first wing on LFR one time on my Alliance character. I don't remember. But I was like when I got to this boat the first time the other day, and I was like, what the fuck do I actually do here? And it took me like it was like a full 2 minutes before I was like, oh, you go talk all the way to this guy up at the top of the ship. It's like I was expecting there's supposed to be RP down here, which will like it'll pop up in a second from now, and it's just like it's you just had to know apparently. Run all the way up the ship and talk to the captain apparently. Like, see, so like you go up there and you talk to that guy, and then like just like there you're down here. Like why can't this guy just be available right away if he's just gonna like rehash the Horde side for you? the alliance wing, whatever you want to call it. Technically horde side. Worried I was gonna get the phase. Alright, Gmod right here. Let's fucking get it. Lucky beer swig. Right here, right fucking now. Let's go. I don't think it's in there. Yeah, I think the game bugged out again. What a tragedy. Send a reroll on that. Get rid of these fucking things. Fucking do it again. That's nice. Sure, man. Easy ban. I don't need nothing. I got beer. That's all I need today. I got my beer. All I need now is a Gmod. Or any other amount I might go try to collect. Got time. Probably going back to playing 7 Days to Die with the guys again in a little bit. And I want to do like I'd love to do WoW for like a solid like hour or two though. Before then. Ah. End it. Get rid of these stupid things. I'll hold the last one for Mechatork, I suppose. I'm sure you can't re-roll bonus roll the mounts or whatever, but may as well try. Or being a little quiet, I'm getting whispered by people. Hmm. I kind of do hate being GM sometimes. It's not a nothing like weird or anything. It's just I want to want to turn them down. I don't even like want to bother with it. It's like kind of I do sort of foresee Evade might be done. I was hoping to do Sprocket Monger Prog for an extra week or two, but I don't know. It's like what I've been messaged the last few days from people. The end of the season has rapidly come upon us because people are checking out for this season, and it's fine. Like I fully am aware that it's summertime and everything. It's the 4th of July. People are going and doing other stuff besides sitting at home playing video games. So no. Yeah, I don't know. Do not know indeed. Like I'm kind of like I genuinely am only really expecting for the rest of the month being like uh a few more kills of Gallowix with Wa. Maybe like one more week of raiding as Evade, maybe, and then stopping. I don't know. I tried to like poll everybody last week, and it seemed like everyone was like eager, or at least all of the 6 or 7 people who messaged back. It seemed like they were eager to continue, but 7 or so people are not all 20 raiders I need for Mythic. So fun, 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 fun. At least like no matter what, we're gonna get our. I'm getting my Florendo next week. Looking forward to this guy. Pretty done with my first beer, basically. Oh, dude, I've had the same problem. A lot of my alts, it's like there's kind of nothing to buy. There might be like 1 or 2 trinkets from Mythic Plus that, like, if I did all my 12s on, I was able to buy that. But yeah, there, it is kind of like I'm happy they gave us Dinars. I wish it would have been a little more lenient, but I assume the reason why they didn't like let just like us be able to buy Mythic raid gears because it'd be really free and potentially game breaking for next season at the very start. But I don't know. Blizzard's always gonna do weird stuff. At least we got like a dinar system this time around. It's better than the typical absolute nothing we always get. They've only ever done it before for like the season 4, like fucking joke end of expansion season. I could also still be wrong about Evade. It's just like looking at the attendance channel for the next few weeks and stuff. The other things I've been messaged recently is pretty telling. That's all. And again, it isn't so bad to stop right about now because it does mean that we'll get like a full month and a half ish off or so before the next raid team or next raid tier. Yeah, like there's still kind of like some fun stuff to get from Mythic Plus. If you have not done all your portals yet or anything, that's like an easy thing. Get all your 12s done so you can buy your maybe one trinket that might be really good. And I don't. There's not all that many good caster trinkets though, huh? From Mythic Plus, it's like Materializer is like a mage is pretty good, but mainly only for fire. And then it's like, what are the other ones? It's like carved Blazicon wax and what else even? Because it's like I'm pretty sure you just use Mug Jug. Like you're supposed to use like Mug Jug and I feel like there's another trinket I'm blanking on. Is it Signet? Maybe I'm just thinking about Signet. That might be the other like good decent dungeon trinket for people. Hopefully that doesn't bug him out and kill the one guy too early. It looks like it's fine. This fight, soloing this fight, God, like during Shadowlands, or maybe it was early Dragonflight, was a fucking pain in the ass. You had to kill Rastakhan so quickly, because if you go into the second phase, it would just like immediately kill you. Like Juan Swamdi would get summoned, and you're like supposed to be in have half your raid in one raid, whatever. What's up? Yeah, there's a big bonus going on. I'm doing other raids too. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna ham it up to the next one. I gotta have at least one good reaction where I lose my mind. Let's say the one where I'm sitting here sipping on beers the entire time is gonna be the one. Yeah, it's always the potential. Still need to do. That's another thing I still need to do this week because I was gonna get my Demon Hunter, all the rest of my 12s done. I only need three more. I can't remember which dungeons off the top of my head. That's been like the only real like kind of nice change up for me at the end of the season is like I do really enjoy playing Blood DK, but like kind of getting to swap and do uh Vengeance instead was actually kind of fun because I think of all the tanks, both like Blood DK and Vengeance are kind of the ones that like they feel the most like a DPS that also just happens to be tanking, even though for the most part Blood has never done like amazing DPS. There have been some outlier seasons, like Shadowland season 3 or season 4, whatever it was, that we had that infinite stacking strength buff during Dancing Rune Weapon that would also extend Dancing Rune Weapon. That was a glorious season that I long for those days again. Basically, like what a good raid tier. But like of the two, it's like they both feel like just you're playing a DPS character that also happens to tank. And it's kind of fun to like do both in a single season. It's also kind of nice to actually play my Demon Hunter for once. I feel like I played my Demon Hunter on and off the last like handful of seasons, but I've always like it's always only been like a weekly plus 10 for the vault and then nothing else. So it's like kind of nice to actually get to do raid for the first time on like a third character that like I haven't really done before. Oh, there's no way I'm skipping the phase on this warrior. It's too shit. Way too shit and can't burst hard enough. I'm just gonna stand here anyway. You don't have to actually do anything. This fight was pretty fun back in the day. I didn't do it on Mythic. Evade. We did only a little bit of Mythic during BFA. We did like the first 2 bosses, maybe 3 bosses in Uldir. Zarlor, I think we only got up to Grong. I'm pretty sure we killed it though. But I think we tried Jadefire Masters for like 20 minutes and it was like, nope, it's not happening. Excuse me. Eternal Palace. I was like, what's the other raid? Eternal Palace though. We was it 2 bosses we killed? Yeah, we did Blackwater Behemoth and like the Queen's Consort, whatever the third boss was. I don't think we ever tried Ashvane. All right, right here, right fucking now, Gmod. I already see it. It's in the loot table. Right there, right here, right now. And game is rigged. Game really sucks. Every flavor of Desaro lore on this character done. I did do Mythic Shadowlands. Sad. All right, so new warrior or other character time. Unleash the warriors. I have many. Warriors that could solo Shadowlands and BFA though. Not I don't have that many of those. Pretty sure I did them all on my actual prime Treggyz. So here's Treggyz here to save the day. If for any reason, I was gonna play Prot Warrior for Evade again, I would play this warrior right here. I'm logging into 100%. There's nothing anyone could do to stop me from playing this guy. If it's just like hands down, Prot Warrior is just the best for raid or whatever. I have Fury gear though. Fury gear or arms gear. Do I have anything? Really only have that one weapon. And I got some real fucking heaters on this character. Watch out. Arms for this character, why not? Like, you ever look at gear like that and it's like, oh, maybe I'm better off just playing Prot because my actual DPS gear is so bad. No way. I've never even talented into arms as this character. Pretty sure. What am I doing that for? I could just talent everything that way. Sudden death? What's going on with this character? Why ain't nothing working? We'll call that good. Just let me fix my talents, please. Does it keep doing that? Be more than good enough for fucking DFA. It's always oh look, there's Invincible. Look at that. What are the odds? Just got this mount Wednesday. And it's like for me, as far as I'm concerned, it's like for any people who might like been I don't actually know what people were complaining about for this season. Like maybe just like well, because it wasn't working or something, or like this little bonus. I feel like there was like pushback like a day before it started. I didn't actually read into any of it. I'm of the opinion that like any old school like rewards and stuff like this, like what's the harm in like new people getting it, you know? Like like me with like all the mage tower appearances. I did mage tower on every single class, every single spec back in Legion at some point. And it's like what happens nowadays is that you can't even do you can do mage tower on everybody, but you only get like you get like a new set, like a recolor of the Tomb of Sargeras set for everybody, but you can't actually earn the artifact appearances anymore. And it's just like, why? Why can't it just be? Why can't it just be, you know, good? Why can't you just like let people earn old appearances? Excuse me. There's no real harm in letting people earn shit, especially when it's like years and years old. My bars are weird because I've never played arms on this character before. That why not? Yeah, most people. Yeah, like I'll say that I did it on every class, but yeah, it was like for it was only like the last half of my characters where it was like I did it at a point when it was pretty free. Like you were, I don't think I did it when like artifact power. You were just like I didn't do any in like the pre-patch of BFA. You know when you just had like infinite AP, like your weapon was just like leveling up on its own at all times or whatever. But I did do it like towards like some of the classes would be like during Antorus, but like the thing for me was like that's what I'm missing on my bar. The most important button for an arms warrior, whirlwind. Um what I would do on my characters though is like they wouldn't really have like the best gear. Like I would literally be like, okay, I'm gonna do the disc priest challenge today. So what I would do on my priest for that like week or whatever, like that the day of, I would go do like I would do LFR as disc. I would do a dungeon, a Mythic Plus as disc. Like I would do like all the little things to kind of like give me some immediate muscle memory on doing the raid. You know, doing the rotation for the class or whatever. Even though I know I decided to pick a healer, I do like all those little things to kind of like get me warmed up for it. That doesn't drop the mount on LFR. Uh, I would just like kind of like do all those little like tiny little things just gonna like get me warmed up. So it's like, but I would still be using like season 1 gear or whatever. Or like if there was like really, really egregious, terrible gear, I'd like use the we had like shards you collected out in open world Argus that you could use to like buy gear. I'd like do that. If there's any like super bad slots. Like I would be of the opinion if Blizzard was like, hey, we're gonna do Mage Tower again, and you could it'll like be rebalanced or whatever. Like we'll change up the mechanics a little bit, but you can now earn artifact appearances from Legion, and I'd be like, hey, okay, let's do it. That would be fun. I enjoy doing Mage Tower. I didn't have quite as much fun. Well, I did have fun doing it again when they relaunched it. Um, except that I was like, I struggled really bad with doing the healer challenge though. I was doing it on like my monk, and I just like could like either like I every single time I'd ever done the challenge before, as soon as you make it past, for me at least, whenever I made it past phase one, like the waves, uh, as long as I made it to the boss, the end part, I always like ended up finishing the challenge. But for me on my like monk this most recent time, uh, I remember just like fucking failing really hard at like the like you have to keep your health intentionally low so you do less damage to the party. And I think I was just like having procs and shit go off, and it was just causing problems. Yeah. Well, it's definitely one of those things. Is like, yeah, I wish it would come back. Although I already earned it all. Yeah, we're already earned it all. I just kind of wish like some old school stuff would just be better. Like I think this month is a good example of like really hard to farm old mounts, but they're not actually hard in the sense that like you have to know how to play your character inside and out to do it correctly. It's just having an insane amount of patience while you're waiting for RP or waiting for it to actually drop, or whatever. I think it's time for another cold one. Murakaday. Drinking actual cold ones. Rare change. Still do. I still find that like the first time I did the Mage Tower, like during the content on my warrior, was like super satisfying. 'Cause I remember I was like struggling. Like it was the Agatha challenge, and it was still like it was like the second time the Mage Tower had been open to like do the challenges, and I was like struggling really hard with living. And I was like, I'm just gonna wear a tank trinket. Fuck it. I'll just wear a tank trinket and I'll just do it. Like I'll do it a lot slower, but I'll get through it. And I think I still needed a few tries to get it, but it's like it worked out and got my fucking Giga War Swords of Alajar. Although I'm still of the opinion that warriors, instead of getting the War Swords of Alajar, or Fury Warriors, I should say, we should have gotten fucking what's it called? The sword, Varian sword. The like the because he splits it up during the cinematic, and he's a fucking cool badass. And then like we get warriors get other stuff, even though he didn't need the sword anymore. He didn't need it. What's he need a sword for, a dead guy? Disenchant. He's an enchantment mats now. That would have been pretty cool. War Swords of Valishar are also pretty cool. All right, freebie LFR Gmod right here, right now. Down with more Pabs to increase my odds. Dude, this mount's really unlucky for me. Every other mount I've not needed more than like 4 or 5 tries, and I've definitely done Gmod. I've tried at least like 10 attempts so far. It's not like, not that I'm literally dooming. It's still only day 4 of this event, but it's like, damn, it's been quite unlucky compared to everything else I've tried to grind out. Okay. Wearing some weird gear. Although some pieces I literally might not have a better piece. Keeping the speed boots on now. Nobody can tell me not to wear my speed boots. What? I feel like I'm missing a button still on my bar. I just threw this shit together really fast, so you'd think for how often I play arms and stuff, like you'd think I'd be able to remember my hot bar perfectly from my main, but I just can't right this second. Kill this boss, and while I'm waiting for the RP, I'll figure it out. Damn. Keeping strikes. That's one. What a silly thing to not have on my bar. What am I missing in that spot? Holy shit. The trash off so the guys don't decide to bug out and not open the door for me. We'll give the Alliance side one bit of credit. I don't think they have to wait for like 2 minutes right here. Because like the cutscene is playing out, so the NPCs don't do anything, so you literally do just have to sit here and wait. It's amazing that we're what, 6 years on, 7 years on from this content being released, and we still don't have a way to skip like these guys just standing here, dead faced for 2 minutes of our lives. Again, my plans for mount collecting, at least, I think I'm just going to sit here and keep doing Gmod over and over. It's the mount that's been on my mind the last few days, and I have a good feeling. May not be these first few tries that I've been doing, but I have a good feeling by the end of the night, maybe. It was a pretty shitty, annoying trash gauntlet back in the day. It's still kind of annoying now. If you get hit by any of the circles, you get like stunned for 8 seconds or something. All the trash slows you. At least you can like run past it all nowadays at level cap. Oh shit. Like I should not have looted and I shouldn't have opened my bags. What a mess. I got a real bad problem with this. I hold on a gear on like my characters. Like people might be like, why do you have like fucking dog shit LFR gear in your bags? And it's just like it's kind of useful in case you need to like transmog it or something. Even though I already have like all the mog for warriors and our current season. Actually, I guess I'm still missing these two pieces. I just need to go on my main warrior and transmog it, but still. So this trash so it isn't just chasing me forever. Can't believe I've been so lucky as to pick the a race that gets changed into Mecha Gnome. This little fucking Titan. It's sad I don't have the clamp hands. The clamp hands are fucking bis for Mecha Gnome characters. Who needs actual fingers when you could just have 2 clamps instead? Should not have looted again. Oof. How's life for everybody right now in your area? Do you have explosions all over the place if you live on like the East Coast? Because I know my neighborhood's gonna get it should get a little lively in a little bit here. Testing to see how it goes. I live in kind of like middle to low income suburbs outside Denver, so it gets kind of wacky here with fireworks. Although it's been in the weeks leading up to it, usually got people like lighting stuff off like a couple nights ahead of time. I feel like this year has been a lot lighter compared to usual, so maybe it won't be as crazy this year. Or at least that's just my assumption right now. Lovely. Find out in like an hour or two. Once it gets dark, people go crazy. There have already been some people lighting stuff off, but it's always sounded pretty far. Like I'm pretty sure last year that people like my neighbors on the other side of the street over there, those guys were insane last year. I feel like I haven't heard anything that close. So maybe I'll be most free. No. Find out. Don't look. It's so bad. Hey, I think we don't got some weird racials. Mm. I also foresee maybe the stream being a little light. People are going to probably be doing other stuff instead of watching Treggyz. It's all good. Figured I'd try it out, and I've told myself I want to stream more. So the easy solution to that problem is just stream more. And I don't have a WoW raid tonight where the raid's canceled for 4th of July. Same with tomorrow night. So basically got no plans tonight. So maybe doing some zombie 7 days to die with the guys in a little bit. I want to do a bunch of Gmod tries first. Excuse me. Mandalar forever, indeed. I still think that like the actual like city here at or not Taldazar, Dazar'alor is like way better, like more impressive looking than the Alliance side, but the Alliance side is also like Borealis is like hyper convenient though. As long as you know where stuff is, it's kind of OP over there. Everything's like a second away, whereas Dazar'alor was kind of like a fly around to get to where you need to go. Port me back, I think. God, I hate the fact that it like repopulates your bar though. This this raid is shitty for that. That's another thing they could just like get rid of and it wouldn't be a problem. Why not just instead of having us change like force get our race changed for like the sake of like, you know, all you're an alliance technically right now. You're a horde technically right now. Why not just like put us in the Mog and be like, yeah, you're a funny looking Draenei with weird horns and furry feet or whatever. Don't have to keep having shit thrown on your bars. Okay, cool. Right fucking here. Treggyz is gonna get it. Right now. Right here, right now. Gmod. It's on the table, I see it. On the body. Right here, right now. Fucking bugged out again. What are the odds? What are the fucking odds indeed? Look at all this garbage I have in my packs. Never know when these gleeful glamours are gonna come in useful though, right guys? Have some more shit before I go back in. Some weird stuff I have I'm definitely just good to delete, get rid of immediately. I don't need another Mr. Delver. I usually try to like list off spare pets I get. It's in my opinion a really easy way to make like some gold if you don't care about pets, because like you don't really need duplicates anyway. But if you especially don't care about like pet battles at all, you can just like sell them all off, and then like it's in my opinion it's like super efficient because they only have like a 1 silver listing fee. So as long as it has like any amount of gold it makes, it's like technically always going to be a profit. You just need to get lucky with it actually selling though. Can be difficult for some of the more readily easily attainable guys like current expansion things. I imagine lots of people are doing dells. Maybe not a whole lot this week specifically because kind of getting towards the end of it, but you know, there's still like what one more week of the overcharged dells being like a thing for the belt. Give me the RP. Just wish this door was open. To just like make it so the door is always open. Instead of waiting for the RP. It's I would like to think it'd be an easy modern day fix to these old raids. Is just like make it so they're more convenient to run. There's no reason to be sitting here for an extra minute waiting for RP to happen for the cutscene that you already skipped. Ugh. There should be more mounts like the fiery warhorse. This is the one from original Karazhan. There should be more mounts that are like available off the first boss of a raid, so you can get in, kill a boss, get out, and get your chance for the week already. That's pretty good right there, in my opinion. Because, like, again, the only real reason this content is hard at all, real heavy air quotes there, it's because it's just like it's a kind of a time investment to like sit and run it over and over again. But the only actual limiting factor is like your saved instances per hour, maybe. Some of these places are so long and have so much RP in it that like it's pretty hard. Like unless you're turbo zooming, doing everything super efficient, there's like almost next to no way of actually hitting your instant limit per hour. I have thunderclap. That's weird. I'm a real slapdash build, so I just didn't grab it. My weird point here. I have something weird talented. That over Rend instead. My bars are gonna get ruined again, even though they're already fucking terrible anyway. Arms not always having AoE ready. Fun. Why I usually do Fury rolled raids, but this character didn't really have a good offhand, so I could just roll with whatever one hands I have. It'd be more than fine, more than likely. Should have a one hand or two spare. Give me that Gmod, man. Come on, Gallywix. This guy is brick walling me for multiple mounts right now. I'm one of the last people in like on the main raid and wall that is going to get the big G. I still also want the prototype ASMR, like the Rick Reverb mount, the like base when he drops in any difficulty. Uh, then I'm also like, I guess like it's Mecha Torque that drops it for some reason, even though Gallywix never leaves Gmod in the raid, but you know we won't complain because the mount's just that fucking cool. Although I do think that like if we'd also gotten like a version of the Mecha Torque armor where like that's a mount as well, that would have been pretty sick in my mind. Like Mechagon or something. After you, there's like a whole quest line on the Alliance side for like dealing with Mechatorque's injuries after this raid. But like you don't, I can't remember what the rewards are besides like I think it's technically the Mechanoma unlock scenario or whatever. Mechanoma the reward instead of like a cool ass mount. Something like that for sure. This is the slowest elevator. Slowest by a long shot. I have a funny feeling when I do this this raid on Mythic for this character might be a little slow going. My weapon is really fucking bad. I could buy a green off the auction house that's like way better than this thing. I should just do that after this run. This is like middle of current expansion leveling weapon or something. Also wearing these weird boots, but again, I got 10 whole percent extra speed from these things, so I'm gonna keep wearing them. Make this go by a little bit faster whenever I can't mount up. Oh. Oh, so much RP. Ever play games that like don't have like skip for cutscenes, and it's just like damn, man, it really sucks because like most every does it nowadays. But sometimes there are some games that just do it, and it's like it's so annoying. That's basically what this is. I'm forced to be in a cutscene, waiting half a second. Shit. I don't think in any of the characters I've done so far I've actually gotten him to have that voice line come out. He calls for Bon Somni where like you then get stunned and I think you're kind of on a timer to kill it, the boss. I don't know if they changed that though because I think they nerfed it for legacy raid running. Look at this guy. Imagine having this as a mount as well. Really cool. Right here, right fucking now. Gmod. See it. It's right on the guy. About fucking time. Can't believe I'm done already. Oh shit. Oh, it just instantly gives it to you. Wow, that's fucking awesome. You don't even have to. I'm a little disappointed. I want to loot him and see it on the corpse, but hey, I'll take it. Yeah, I had a good feeling about today. I was gonna get Gmod. Fucking, I'll drink to that. Fuck yeah. Now I go chance vengeance on this character, which might be interesting. Go buy a real weapon. Fucking awesome! I can't believe I got Gmod. Only took me 10 tries or so. I'll take it. Fucking America. America Day was the key. A good mount.
Something has spooked one of the Brutusos, sending it into a panic. This chaos is the last thing the city needs. Help the merchants.
It's like I guess I still have to do Nyloth. I was gonna say, am I done with BFA? Besides like a Soundless and some of the other random like Soundless, Arachnoid Harvester, um, All Seer, Shoot on Range of the Terrified Pack Mule. Eh. At least that one I could buy, but I don't really care enough about it to buy it. I spent so much time farming Arachnoid Harvester. I know I was just showing the rarity, and it's only like, what was it, only 8 or something on this list? I've done it way fucking more than 8 times. 6 times, still. That's a guy that has absolutely refused to drop. I don't think those guys count for the event. It's like literally raid, instanced raid bosses. They're rare drops because like I was gonna do Solar Spirehawk from Ruckmar spamming here and there, but like if it doesn't actually have increased chance, Feels more like a waste of time. Buy that weapon before I go too deep. D mod unlocked. Fucking baller. Treggyz. What a guy. Is this thing? Is this a drop from Blackrock Depths? I've never seen that. Crazy. Grab. Oh, they're really expensive. The ones with speed on it. Hate that. Hate it when people realize they have like a more expensive item than they you know, and like sometimes you get lucky, people will list it and it'll just like apply it to the lowest cost, but it's like, oh, it has speed on it, so we can actually sell it for a lot more. Always nice to get those items. Sometimes you're looking for a piece and it's like, oh shit, bonus stat for free. Should already have the raid skip unlocked. Wide now. Very convenient. Blizzard did that. Still have to do Terra Grew, but that's easy enough. I just kill the first guy and get the don't get immune to stunned thing and call it good. God, this mount with as a Valor Jar is ridiculous. I love this transform. I love using this thing. Weathered Northrend sigil from the pre-patch event. This character has some really good gear, I promise. And I miss Condemn. Is every single Warrior Shadowlands Covenant ability. They're all really good for us. Every single one had like its chance to like be good. And they all had like a season of being like the thing you just do. Well, it still sort of stuns even with Blade Storm because Blade Storm doesn't do anything cool anymore. Blade Storm used to be so fucking cool and like everything would like prevent you from getting hit by or stunned by, and now it just doesn't do shit. I feel like half the time it lets you avoid knockbacks, but the other half of the time it doesn't. Elthazad and Sylvanas might be a little interesting on this character, but I'll make it through. I'm already having to use multiple abilities against trash, so it's a good sign. Love that we get Arphis as like a helper to tank everything while you're upstairs. What a good change. I think when you were doing this phase, you were like taking double damage like from everything up top. And now that it just gets tanked by a spirit dog, you're just chilling. Hey, what's up, Kellen? Yeah, I never did Mythic Shadowlands anything really. Still had a ball of a time in Heroic. Why am I doing the souls? Old habits, you know. I heard it was a real pain in the ass. Evade was hard stuck in Heroic during this expansion. Oh, times. Times, good times. And again, I'll share my unpopular opinion about Sylvanas is that the overall fight, Sylvanas is terrible, but I do still think that Phase 3 is pretty cool. Phase 3 is its own isolated thing, is really a really cool fight, in my opinion. Sadly, it has 8 minutes of other stuff going on, so it can't really be that way, but yeah. Well, I'd say my take though is that like Sylvanas sucks, but Sylvanas Phase 3 is good. I know I'm not doing Bunk Junker. I'm not raiding tonight, Omni. Oh shit, I'm in the wrong just realized I'm in the wrong scene. I don't got chat on the screen. I'm just talking to myself. It's a great fight and P2 doesn't ruin it. I mean, like, I was the guy when we were doing this in Evade, I was the guy who would jump forward to like get the kick, so I kind of had fun doing Phase 2. But I was also stuck tanking, so besides that, it wasn't that much fun. But hey, at least I got to zip around and be a degenerate warrior. Also, this phase is really good for Condemn. Although she's already about to push, I'm pretty sure. I would love for them to bring back some Covenant abilities for warrior. But the fact that they're like removing abominations from DK isn't a great sign. That warrior might be getting one themselves. Bad days. Like every single warrior covenant ability has like a fair shot at being like useful nowadays. It's just like it would be really hard to find spots for them all in the talent tree is the only thing without it being like broken. If you could take like Condemn and like Conqueror's Banner at the same time or something. Even if you're using like a really weak version of both. I have to watch this because I've never done the fight before on this character. Hey, it's me. It's me, guys. Look, he's copying my style. Him and Bolvar, fucking losers. Fake bald people, those two. I'm real bald, okay? Take offense. I just think maybe what they could have done for phase two is like if they had just like full on removed like a set of ads, like maybe it just like feel better because you're doing like less trash cleanup basically. Something I don't know. I don't mind it nowadays, but I remember just really enjoying phase three. It was always sad wiping at any point beforehand. Like the fight I want to do is there. Actually, push sure. Am I making stuff up? Yeah. I do so little damage on this character. It's like I'm kind of actually doing the like the probably the back in the day DPS check or something, just barely. I'm whirlwinding as hard as I can, which is definitely the button you should be pressing as an arms warrior nowadays. Heard it from me. They did buff it like 200% a month ago. Just like the weirdest changes, like okay, that's still probably not gonna get pressed by anybody unless it's the one sudden mass AOE fight. You know, it's just a single boss the rest of the time, and you're like suddenly have a dozen mobs to hit. The Mythic Dungeons. Let me actually loot the chest this time. I don't want Gmod popping to my bags, which cool to get Gmod, but I would like to get the sensation of opening the chest. Trying to wind up my reaction, and then it's just like, oh, it's there already. Great. Character is so bad. I've never seen this far into the fight. My literal rat warrior. All right. Vengeance, or at least another bow to add in the collection right here. Got I got 3 fucking bows. What the fuck is that luck? I already had one apparently in my bank. I got 4 bows. What are the odds of that? 5 times the loot drop chance, 5 times the fucking legendary bows, I guess. Go fuck myself with one of them. Instead of getting vengeance. Bar. We'll do some Nighthold real fast. 4 bows. What the fuck? I need to do this place on a hunter. I don't have the achievement because you can't use the bow as a non-hunter. You get an achievement for being able to do so. We'll do Nighthold first. I remember like the first time I killed this boss on Mythic, I got like 2 bows as well on like my main warrior, I was like, man, that seems pretty lucky. I just got fucking 4 of those bitches on this character. And double item drops from bosses, I guess it also means double, quite literally double legendary drops if it's like that one. I definitely should bring my. I have at least 2 hunters who could do this raid. They're both level 80. They should be more than capable of handling it. I should take a minute to run them over there. Have an extra incentive to run Sanctum of Domination besides just Vengeance, because I'm in the weird spot with some of the raids where it's like I got the mount already, but like I still have to go farm like Shadowmourne from ICC actually still, because I just been too lazy to finish my blood infusion. Like that one actually requires like a little bit of work or like a person to help you or whatever. You can do it yourself with like you just need like an alt that like you need to swap between during the fight or whatever, or a second account. I've just been too lazy to do it. So even though I got Invincible the other day, I still have to go back to ICC to finish Shadowmourne at some point. The brewskis are falling. Do this. Go do try a midnight. I guess I could go do a Dragon Soul on this character. I'm kinda knocking out my list really fast. I'm gonna be done by the end of the first week at this rate. Thank you, Vec. I didn't get Vengeance. I got 4 bows though. It's okay. It's only. I think that was only my second or third Sanctum so far, so I'm not like. I'm not struggling for, like, oh my god, I can't believe I have to run this place again. I need the red Hellfire core. The only one I need from this place. And I guess there's also the toy that Mythic Gul'dan drops or something. I could also use that. I adjusted my head. I'm comfortable. All these fake bald people getting me riled up. Attacking my culture. Fucking Jailer and Bolvar. Fake baldies. Both of them. Basically, yeah. Depending on the raid. Because, like, I'm pretty sure, not like I haven't tested it on like a completely fresh character, but I'm pretty sure most every single raid skip works account wide now. There might still be like 1 or 2 exceptions, but like, I don't think I've tried to do Nyalotha on a character that like definitely has never been inside Nyalotha before. See if I can go right to N'Zoth. We still have to do the first 3 bosses, but I go right to N'Zoth after that. Actually, mythic. I guess when I did this on I have a level 60 rogue that has like full speed set gear, and I was literally fighting this fight for like 4 minutes or something. Look, I got a convergence fucking hog trinket right here. Every trinket should be as good as Convergence of Fates was. Every trinket. Trinket that defined a class or an entire expansion. And your boy got really lucky with a mythic one in a box. Yeah. I mean, we sort of got it back, as Zinger mentioned. It's not exactly the same, but it's still generally the same effect. But man, like literally, it was a trinket so good for warriors that like it not only did it get gutted a few times for us, but like we still kept using it. We only ever replaced it with a mythic Scourge Wing from Antorus. It was the only trinket that was better. Like a full year and a half later. Dude, yeah, I can't wait. I have such a good fucking time in Remix Legion. It's the only thing I'm a little. I had this thought the other day. It's like if they're doing Legion Remix and they've already like announced it, basically, like maybe we don't have all the details yet, but it was like very much heavily teased or whatever. What then? Like, am I kind of wasting my time doing this raid because I'm more than likely just be able to buy it after grinding it out for a while? I'm not too sure, but I got nothing. More buggy bosses not dropping the right loot. I can't believe it. Now I am off to. I have all the dungeon things. Wish I had a portal right to Karazhan. There is one for like that one ring you can buy, but I don't have that on this character for sure. I'll go to Grimbatul, fly over to Karazhan. Like I do kind of I'm fully aware that like Legion Remix is on the way, and it's like I'm probably wasting my time doing Legion content at this point. But at the same time, if I get lucky and loot it now, I don't have to worry about buying it later. You know, those fell bucks we're gonna get in Remix are gonna they're gonna be really hard to grind this time around. Oh man, I had a great time in Mop Remix. I think I actually earned everything. I bought every set, even though I really didn't need to. I think WoW could definitely use some more like side games like that. Like we get classic at all times, but having some really wacky ones like Remix is not bad either, or Thunderstorm more often. Excuse me. The beer's hitting. Beer's hitting the burp factory. I'm a little sad though. I bring up Plunderstorm. Actually, when Plunderstorm came back the most recent time, I ended up not even playing it at all. I was excited for it, and I like watched some friends do it in Discord for like an hour or two, and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna go back and play it. It's like I don't care. They'll bring it back eventually again, and I could probably re-earn everything, buy it or something. It was just like it was all recolors. I think was the main thing for me. Like I'm kind of a I don't go for recolor, uh, recolored content and like cosmetics as much as other stuff. We were playing 7 Days to Die. We're probably going to be playing it again in a little bit here. I'm just knocking out some mounts in the meantime while waiting for the guys to be ready again. On Mythic. And I'll always talk about this whenever I come in here. I'm really sad we don't have Dora Shadows in here anymore. You could use Dora Shadows to skip the amphitheater. Won't let me leap. There we go. There's my cheaty leap. At least when this was a dungeon at the end of Shadowlands, you could like do Dora Shadows into this corner. Like I can't remember exactly where it was, but you would you would like you get into this invisible wall that I'm running against, and you'd be able to like jump up on this lip and just fall down. You don't have to worry about doing anything. You go right to Huntsman. Every single character of mine is basically Venthyr now. If I ever go back to Shadowlands, it just pops up Venthyr abilities because it was like every single character I was trying to do Karazhan at the very end because you could still do Mythic Zero version of it, but it was Legion level, so you could solo it on a current character, even though the content was technically Shadowlands Mythic Plus version at least. And I don't know how many people here might be the case for, but if you're on the East Coast, how is it around your house? Are people lighting off fireworks? I'm expecting you to get a little crazy in a little bit here. Silent right now. It's been like usually my neighborhood is like lively with like fireworks like heading up to 4th of July, but it has been a lot quieter this year. I have a few far off neighbors still lighting them off, but like it's nowhere near as bad this year as it was to like last year. One of my neighbors like lives right behind me. Like they were lighting off some really loud motherfucker that would just like it was the loudest fucking firework, and they were doing it like every other day. So I'm not too sad that they're being a little more quiet this year. Yeah, we had fireworks here last night. And it's like for me as a kid, I haven't really cared much for fireworks because like I used to like play with them when I was a lot younger. One of our neighbors was like the guy to go to for 4th of July. He just like hand out fireworks to us. I never hurt myself with fireworks. I was always a good boy. I didn't do anything too stupid. So, but ever since then, it's like it's not the same. Even if I wasn't really lighting off like the really big ones or anything, like playing with like little black cats and stuff. Like throw them in a pop can and let that fucker explode. All right. I got a feeling, man. I just got Gmod. Got a feeling, bro. I might have missed it with Vengeance, but he despawned. Well, maybe it's in my mail, man. It's guaranteed in my mail right now. The fuck, man? What a guy! He despawned right in front of me, the body and all. If it's in the mailbox, I'm gonna be happy. It'll be the least interesting way to get a mount. It's like it's just in your mail. What else do I have to do on this character? I guess I could go do Dragon Soul. Everyone's favorite. No. No, definitely not in the mailbox, sadly. Fucking buggy ass game. Bugged loot tables all day. I can't believe it. What else do I have to do? I could keep it on Legion slash BFA, go to Nyalotha. Wouldn't even be that bad to get to, unless I already used my skip. Never mind. I still know how to get there pretty quickly. See, isn't the Silithus portal still in that room, or is it over here? I was gonna just like port right to Uldum from up here. Can't remember now that I'm thinking about it. Or was the Silithus portal only in Zorolor slash Borealis? Either or. Not sure this character has the raid skip, so this would be a good test to see, because I'm pretty sure some of these skips don't work account wide. So if I have to end up doing the entire raid, this might be annoying. But I think my other character that definitely didn't have it either was able to do it, so I don't know. It sucks you have to do the first 3 bosses. It's like 5 minutes of running around in between bosses. Ugh. I actually do have my Heart of Azeroth on me. It's like, why did that pop up? Because I got my full. This character didn't do anything serious back in BFA, but I still got a set of Azerite, mainly for speed set purposes. I got like a long strider on and stuff, you know. What a great expansion! A lot of good times back in BFA. Wish you could just attack Mott right away. Getting him to activate by getting all these little bugs is annoying. Used to not be so bad back in the day. You just obviously aggro it as soon as you like walk into the room, or the entire room pulls. Nowadays, though, it does not quite work out that way. Yeah. I'm unlocking my essence slots, guys. Holy fuck. Long time coming. Forgot about that. I remember the essences. I forgot about the essence slots, though. You could get extra stamina. Oh, I think it's about time for another beer, huh? Running around Nyalotha. Another cold one with my boys on stream. Literal cold one. I always make the joke about it when I like drink soda and monsters and stuff, but it's never real cold ones. Yes. I've had some real dead fish reactions to my mounts I've gotten so far. It's like, oh, that's cool. I need one that's like really exciting. But I think it's just because like I think I'm already numb to get like I've gotten 4 mounts of the ones I really wanted. So it's just like I think I like blew my load on getting Death Charger in my vault video. Good times. Oh, I'm not gonna skip the phase, am I? All right, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not with the bleed. There we go. It's a great to kill the boss really quickly. It does skip the viz shit. This character definitely hasn't done Nyalotha before, so if I don't have the skip unlocked, I know my answer that it's not account wide for this one. Only on the late for a second, so I can just like skip the first pack. What am I gonna do if I end up having to do full run in here? I might actually do a different character. I think I'm gonna just barely miss the elevator. Not. Elevator's been not too bad today. They've only been like the one shitty one in Desar lore. Maybe wait like a minute. too. Alright, I really hope this door opens up. I don't necessarily feel like full running Nyalotha again. Yay, it does work account wide. Fuck yeah. Good test, because this character's definitely been earning the achievements for killing the bosses on Mythic for the first time, so character's very much never set foot in this raid, so the skip indeed is full account wide. I think this is the first time I actually like guaranteed knew that the character's never done it before. Hope I haven't missed any rogues. There's like full clear this hallway for the next boss to activate. The door to activate. Quick check. Those sneaky little rogues. Look, there's the, not really the All-Seer, but, you know, fucking weird tentacle thing. Light blue version of the All-Seer. It'll be an eventual reward for BFA remix. 8 years down the line. Maybe not that long out. Or out, whatever. Up, Raven. Need some food. I'll get you some food while there's some RP going on. Wants a little handful. Quick minute for my cat.
Measurable parameters. Recalculating.
That does not sound particularly encouraging, Mother.
Hopefully I've managed to skip most of the RP by not being here.
Fixated upon me, champions. Perhaps you could turn that to our advantage.
Oh, he's just activated. Good. I don't have to sit here and fucking deal with the little annoying things. There's a loud one. Character actually did a decent amount of burst to him. I think this character just about matched my actual main warrior. But I also think I held cooldown, so I don't know. This fight is definitely like the spine of Deathwing of this raid, right? Where it's just like kind of annoying to do it because you're like slowed the entire time you're doing these wall wigglies. Need storming. Well, Slayer is huge here, I just realized. Free myself from the slow for a second. So I'd say this is another fight where it's like the rest of the fight might kind of suck. I remember this phase being kind of cool though. Although it's very short because it's like very much just execute. Do I sneak in a quick Dragon Soul after this?
For an old god who claims to see everything,
Guess so.
blind.
Kind of working backwards. I was doing like ICC first, then Dragon Soul, then Legion, then BFA. So this character just had to do it in like a weird reverse order. Come on, Nizoth. There you go, buddy. My body was like perfectly rolling into the floor. Like, where the fuck am I? I remember if you have to kill the little tentacles or not. I mainly remember the big bashers are like the ones that unlock stuff. Unlock the next phase and the next ad spawns. Like these eyeball ones, maybe. Champions. Champions every 3 seconds. That was BFA in a nutshell, a single word. Champions. The wounds. You have to heal the wounds, champion. Terrible fucking terrible Magni, but isn't it funny that Magni was he was doing stuff for us with us at the start of this expansion of War Within, and then he's just like he just bailed. He got undiamond and then he just left. Weird, another broken loot table. I think I'll go do a quick Dragon Soul. Excuse me. Again, a talk I had with people during Evade's raid Tuesday is that like in general, doing these old raids aren't like that isn't that profitable as far as like earning gold. But like during this month, if you're doing like the newer expansions of like and you're getting double loot, like if you full cleared Shadowlands raids, I bet you can actually make a decent amount of change. Not a lot, probably only like 10 to 20k, but like if you do it a couple of times and you're kind of there anyway doing I'm supposed to go to Dragon Soul, going the wrong way. Wait, no, actually it is right here. Fuck me. Idiot. Uh it does add up 20, 30k at a time. Like I full cleared everything on my not everything. I did like my raids I've been doing. I did like it was like ICC, a Dragon Soul, uh Zara Lore a few times, a Nighthold. I did it on my other monk, and it ended up being like 35k or so. And it's like, you know what? That's not that bad for like an hour and a half of work. You know, you could make gold better in other ways, like selling Mythic Plus or anything, but it's not that bad. Definitely not running this on heroic again after getting another my like fourth handmaiden compared to the blazing drake I need. Back again in here on another warrior. Combination for me as old as like fucking apple pie here. Something, I don't know.
Advance to the Twilight's hammer is retreating. The temple is ours. Fortify your positions within.
Doing a good job tonight of staying cool, at the very least. Hope that it's been pretty cool today. Better than how it was yesterday. I was dying. I didn't stream or anything, but I was literally dying in my room. So freaking hot yesterday. I do this maybe like another Karazhan or something. 7 days. Die are coming back. Hey, you know what? So I got Gmod, so still successful day. Still averaging amount a day.
It seems you truly are the heroes of legend.
Gonna be a good month. My little tip I was given. I was doing this the first time, or on stream the first time the other day, is you just like you get up there, you take the portal back down, and you fly back up, and the portal's like waiting for you. You don't have to wait for like the extra like minute of RP or so. Probably some tech from literally Cataclysm Classic or something. People are like, yeah, we could skip this shit by doing this. Or like probably like one person goes down and the rest of the raid can start clearing trash in the room. Some stuff like that. Excuse me.
Even with the aspect of time on your side, you stumbled foolishly into a trap. Just yet. We'll cleanse this world. You'll not leave this place. You pups don't stand a chance. Bleed now, cowards! You
Dude, yeah, again. That's been like the thing I'll like rant about it every hour or so I've been doing this so far. It's like I'm happy Blizzard has given us this bonus event. It is good. But what Blizzard could also have done is make it so like running these old raids is just like more convenient. You know? They could have given us some like speed boost in legacy content. They could have given us some RP skips, some raid skips, you know, like oh hey, you go into Dragon Soul during this month and there's a new NPC at the start. They like, hey, kill every boss in here 2 times, and then and then you can go right to this boss, and you can go right to Deathwing or something. But they could have vastly improved, you know, the actual play in here, because like running these old dungeons isn't hard at all. It's just like a patience and endurance test of like, can you sit through all this RP? Can you run through all of that raid for the dozenth time? You know, like for me, my particularly bad case of really bad luck in like mount farming was Stratholme doing Death Charger runs. I was up to 308 runs before I got it. There's not like any really bad RP in there, but like if it was just like, you don't have to worry about doing the crystal guys, you know, inside the little ziggurats to unlock the final boss. Like the doors just opening and go right to Rivendare. That would just be kind of like a net gain for everybody, because there's no difficulty running Stratholme besides just like remembering you have to go inside the building after you kill the boss, kill the guys, rinse and repeat 2 more times. You know, that's the only real difficulty, is remember to like, you have to run inside there real fast. You don't have to do that very often. You know, nowadays there's no like side packs that like unlock the rest of the raid. Like that would have been my thing. I would have really liked for them to have done, is like, hey, they're doing a big bonus month where you get like greatly increased odds of looting mounts. What we also did is just make it so it's just way more convenient to run this stuff. So not only are you going to be earning a ton of mounts, but you're also going to be just doing it like lightning fast. And like a trash content like this, also like, just why can't it just be one dragon and then it's over? They definitely reduce the amount of dragons you need to kill nowadays, but like it could still just be less. All I'm doing is heroic throw and mortal strike for anyone that's actually getting melee range. What beers do I got? I had drinking half my beers, although I got more outside. Okay.
I sense a great disturbance in the balance, Fuji. The chaos burns
I already have 12B, by the way. Didn't say it a second ago. I'm only looking for Blazing Drake, the normal mount off Deathwing at the end. I got 12B a couple of years ago, like during it's either toward the end of Shadowlands or Dragonflight was when I got 12B. I think I got Handmaiden back during Legion, I want to say. This place has been a real annoyance to farm. It's just so much. This might be like the longest raid, in my opinion. I guess it just doesn't help that like you have to do Spine of Deathwing like kind of fully. I wonder which raid is like actually literally the longest. It probably actually is. It's probably Nyalotha, especially if you don't have the skip unlocked. There's a lot of bosses in there for Sepulcher. Both very, very big raids. But at least if like what Cole told me the other day is true is that like the double loot drops also counts for like the raid skip unlock items for like the bosses that drop those. If like you could just like do whatever raid, like I should go test Emerald Nightmare at some point soon. Because like that's one that's like could be really nice to just like have the raid skip available on every character. Or chances at the rare shoulder. Mog. Already started this. That's when I should also be doing when I'm like doing Night Hold and stuff. Also go duck into Emerald Nightmare for a minute. There's no mount, but is a pair of cool looking leather shoulders. Not quite Tusk of Banneroth tier, but you know they're all right for leather gear. I don't know, the other Discord doing 7 Days to Die, soonish. Try to sneak in another run or two of something in the meantime. Already did Karazhan on this character, right? Look at it. Worst thing about doing this on normal is the Drake spawns are so slow. Again, I don't want to see Handmaiden in that box again. I've looted so many Handmaidens, it's not even funny. If there was a vendor that allowed you to convert mounts, that'd be great in this raid, but that is not the case.
Concentrate everything on the armored Drake.
Favorite. The raid fight you kind of still have to do somewhat normally because, or not, maybe not, like honestly even harder than it used to be because you can, I'm pretty sure you can just divide up the raid, right? You don't have to worry about rocking Deathwing back and forth. Am I right? Or, cause I didn't really do a whole lot during Cataclysm at this stage. I did LFR mainly. Like I was like Cataclysm was probably the most like on and off expansion for me as far as like raiding went, because I think I did. What was the first raid? Blackwing Descent. I think I did most of that with like my brother's guild, which was unironically Evade back then. Uh, not quite the same Evade as today, but same name, same guild technically, but very much a whole new cast of characters. uh, yeah, Blackwing Descent, Vault of the Four Winds. What else was it? Or another little raid. Bear didn't hold. I guess Bear didn't hold. That was kind of like the LFR, like maybe not LFR, but still pretty easy little like 2 or 3 boss raid. Bastion. I'm pretty sure I did mainly Blackwing Descent, maybe some Bastion, maybe not actually this one. Maybe I only did the first boss in here. It's kind of crazy to think about it nowadays. But like expansion launched and we had 3 raid tiers or 3 raids, excuse me. These are all like the same tier, but like you could actually do multiple raids. I think Cataclysm was the last expansion that did that. Actually, it was Mist, wasn't it? Actually, never mind. I think you got Mogushun Vaults, then like Heart of Fear and Terrace later on, and then it definitely turned off a little more. Shit, maybe even Warlords. Fuck me, I keep getting made wrong immediately as soon as I look at it. Legion was weird because like Nighthold was like, I think Nighthold was like technically in the game, but we had like a month or 2 of Emerald Nightmare first, and then Nighthold was unlocked. But I think since then it's definitely only been like a raid tier a season, even though we didn't even used to have seasons back then. Even if it was like it were technically still playing out a season, it just wasn't a literal season. I don't know what other people do in here, but I usually just like sit here and I'll let a bunch of them pool up. 2 explosions back to back. Try that pile out. I actually missed the wall the other day with one of these guys. I was like, dude, you're kidding me. And I ended up spending like 8 minutes on this fight. Bro, really? He wasn't even like that far off. He was like right here. Something, and it's just like you really missed the wall from there. Crazy. I might have enough blood already. Like that guy's just gonna sit over there, so Try it out. Vacuum it all up, please. Get it all. Very nice. Here's like another thing they could do to made this raid particularly nicer to run. They could have just gotten rid of this, like having to rock back and forth as a single player thing. Like remove that mechanic.
You have accomplished the impossible, succeeding where all Azeroth feared you would fail. Before you is the cache of the aspects. Take from it what you will, for you have more than earned the right.
Loktar, friend. Although you may want to hurry. Loktar, friend. What is it you wish? You have done nothing! I will tear your world apart! I will slow the destroyer's attacks when I can.
This fight is so janky nowadays. I feel like these tentacles are broken. Like as far as targeting them half the time. Come on, bro. Give me that Blazing Drake. I spent way too long in this fucking raid. On Paps while I'm waiting for it to activate. Come on. Blazing Drake right fucking here. Come on. Bro. My life sucks. I have to do Dragon Soul again. At least one more time. I can't believe it. Anything else to do on this character specifically? No. You know what I could do? Well, it's on my mind, fresh-ish on my mind. I'm gonna do Hunter in Sanctum. See if I can get myself a bow. Maybe not. It won't be quite so lucky. I bet I'm not gonna get 4 whole bows, but maybe I'll get at least one. My fucking mailbox is gonna be hell. Might not make a lot of gold doing these runs, but you can still make a decent amount. It's not gonna it'll be worth it to at least clean out your mailbox if you're not looting bosses every single time. Kind of miss playing this character. Treggyz is so fucking cool. Where is that Oribos? think if I end up doing another stream, I'm gonna get some different music because this one is a long playlist, it's a long video, but it's definitely like the same 4 or 5 songs looped back to back. I'm kind of tired of listening to it. I don't go for this lo-fi stuff, but I mean it works for stream, I suppose. Not my personal music preference. I like metal and rock and stuff, punk rock and things. Like angry music. Let's put it that way. Simply put. Wonder about the thing unlocked on this character. Might be. Hell yeah. I remember which character it was, but I had to run all the way up to the raid, and it was like, oh, this is awful. I had to run physically in the maw like a peasant, all the way from Venari up to here. Mounted, of course, but still running. Hey, handmaiden. Not me, though.
The jailer's sanctum looms above us. How do we breach it? The Tarragon blocks our way. Champions, it is time for the jailer's pen to meet its end. Bring down those beasts. You'll need their power to face the Tarragon.
Get out here, man. Head missing at the start of a raid. I was supposed to press explosive shot and single target if I remember right, but pressing it anyway. Dude, my hunter blasted this guy. God, hunter does damage to old raid bosses. Believe it. Is it on Mythic? That's why it's so easy. It's not on Mythic. Good thing I noticed now. I don't want to waste my time in normal. Like, if you ever notice, the boss seems really easy. It might be because you're not on Mythic. You're only scaling for 10 people. Boss has like way less health than it should have. Like, there's like no way I killed that boss in one set of cooldowns on this character. Wait. Oh, Zoltarian, I already have Handmaiden, but if you just got it for the first time, I'm happy for you. I'm hunting for the Blazing Drake in there. That's the piece of shit that will not drop. So like I've done it. I've done that place a lot, so my rarity isn't correct for it. But like, since I've gotten the add-on, I've done 129 Dragon Souls without it dropping. Quite unlucky, as it literally says on the add-on. It's the only unlucky mount I have not earned. I forgot to change it to Mythic. So like, I am happy if you got that mount and you needed it still. It just sucks. It sucks. There's 2 mounts, and what's happened for me is I've gotten Handmaiden to drop multiple times. I've always been excited because I saw the dragon face in the loot table, and then it's like I actually read the text and it's like, oh, Handmaiden again. Don't need that guy. Oh, that's the first mount you've gotten. Nice. Like, getting any mount off that boss is an accomplishment because that means you're one mount closer to never having to do Spine of Deathwing ever again. That fight fucking sucks. That'll be the best reward for getting Blazing Drake, is never having to do Spine of Deathwing. Nothing else matters. Is just never having to do that fight in particular ever again is the best reward. See, this seems a little more like it. This character's only 630. I've not touched my hunter in a while. It might have force set. I think that's the only thing it has, and everything else is like season 1 gear. Wish you the best of luck, Zoltarian. If you're on all the other matches you're hunting for, if you've done 30 runs and you haven't gotten anything else besides a handmaiden, that's a bit rough. But I mean, we still have what, another 25 days of this event going. It's really shitty, but like at least there is so much time left to like get like the really annoying ones out of the way. I should not have looted. Every single fucking character of mine has the worst bags. Somehow it's always worse. Where is she? Oh, I don't have my belt set up. No. I have camouflage? I do. You, man. Fuck all this trash. Don't need to do it. Correct me if I'm wrong, if anyone knows better. Aren't marksman hunters doing really well in the PTR right now? They're already doing pretty well in game right now, but aren't they like getting some other stuff that's like making them just even better? Or am I misremembering? Like arguably, if I am gonna not be tanking next year, I'm like maybe hunter's also on the short list of things I could play, because if there was ever a DPS to play as a raid leader, it's definitely a BM hunter, because I could do my full rotation without having to think about it, and also do callouts at the same time. And I could do like every chore possible. I would give myself all the worst mechanics. At least as long as BM isn't awful compared to marksman. Like if BM's the worst spec by far, I was like maybe it would be not so cut and dry. I still haven't looked into. I've not looked into really anything about next season besides what I've been told about like DK, and I did look at like the warrior tier set article on Wowhead. In which case, like, man, warriors are looking good. At least as far as our tier set bonuses are concerned, like both of our sets are like a 20% gain. Unless you play Mountain Thane Fury, in which case it's only like 1%. It's like, wow, that's a fucking joke compared to the other ones. My hunter actually managed to skip a phase. I think, at least. I'm pretty sure as you kill the guy in the basement and Kel'Thuzad is he able to die. Fuck yeah. Got Treggyz fucking laying down the law. Got a Jathis for it. Don't care about it that much on this character, but that's a cool sword.
Azeroth's champions, you've arrived at last.
Dude, Hunter's Mark for Sylvanas would be huge value because half the fight is her above 80% health. Why like Condemned was like pretty good too. Although I think most people were swapping off Venthyr for this tier. I think most people were playing Night Fae Warrior. If I remember right. The Aftershock Ancient Reverberation thing. What a good spell. Spending time in Shadowlands content makes me remember all the good things about Shadowlands. Mainly the Warrior Covenant spells. They were all quite good. Like, I really don't know of any other class that was able to, like, throughout the course of the expansion, use every single Covenant spell, and it was just, like, goated every single time. Alright, I do no damage unless my pets are actually hitting targets. I think this is going to be a really short arrow phase. Never mind. It's just multi-shot. I have to sit and watch it because I've never done the raid before on this character. I'm a failure. Fake baldies all over the screen. Whenever I see the jailer, all I can think about is what's his face is I can't remember the guy, but there's the guy who did like WoW Chinimas or whatever you want to call them. Ones and every single one with jailer in it is just a fucking like joy. Jailer is such a weird fucking guy. What if my pets had been despawned from this the phase change? They're definitely out of range. I could say that they may as well be despawned. Might be a little risky. I could see myself 100% sending myself off the edge on this fight. The pets are so behind. I feel like I heard Nas complain about this during this expansion. Pets do not like the bridges, apparently. Sure, the phase is almost over, so I'm just doing this right now. That bridge works at least. Kill command right away.
Out of time. Orlandeus is being enveloped by the maw. Hold them back a little longer. The portal's nearly open. Hurry!
I'm gonna lose my frenzy stacks. What a shame. I might have to do 2 platforms on this character. I do no damage to her. Skip a phase on Kel'Thuzad. I have to do a full extra platform on Sylvanas. Maybe I'll probably get it right here before it actually goes off. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I'll take a vengeance. That'd be really nice. I'll take a bonus bow too while you're at it, Sylvanas. Really nice of you to do that for me. Like I got a bow. Did I get a vengeance?
We thought the jailer was coming to slay you.
Ooh, we did it.
Absorbed her essence.
Easy achievement. Sucks I didn't get a vengeance, but we'll take that at the very least. Bit a concession prize because that means I don't have to do I don't have to do this place on Hunter again if I don't want to. But I might end up doing Hunters in here anyway for bonus vengeance chances. Wonder if Martek isn't ready for 7 days because of his dog. It might be really crazy where he's at right now. I'm hoping I won't have to babysit my dog, especially because my brother's here. So if it ends up happening where Luna is freaking out my dog, she might be an early stop to the stream tonight.
Many deals for a friend of the Grumbles like you. Many farewells.
Can I sneak anything else in real fast? How about one more quick midnight? Not sure if they're waiting on me or not. Waiting for Martik to pop into the channel to go do 7 days, but me. And if anyone's here just like listening, watching the stream, and you're about to go out for 4th of July things, I wish you the best of fun at your events you're going to. You're gonna go watch fireworks or anything. It is a good time. I don't even have to really port anywhere. I could just like fly right over to Karazhan on this character. This fucking Mog on a gnome is so good. I'm a little purple menace. What does the hunter set look like? New one, the recolor. Oh right, yeah, it's actually not that bad. It's actually really, really not that bad. It might be really good, actually, in my opinion. I like that. It might be the next one I buy. Honestly, because I already bought the monk set. I already bought the warrior set. I sort of I ran out of the freebie helicollar shards. I think it's a little annoying that Blizzard's like you only get 10 chests that are like full value, and then after that you're dealing with peanuts for shard drop. Be really nice, just like because I was I guess I've still only maybe spent about 40 minutes total doing the goblins, and it was nice to get like the first 2 sets right away. It would just be nice if I could have spent that other 40 minutes at not like gimped values, you know, being like, oh, I only earned 10 from multiple spawns. So it is on Mythic, right? It might not be. I'm gonna get to the amphitheater boss. I'm gonna start the RP for that. I'm gonna get up for a quick second. Really should have taken a second to get my my belt boost going. Do that really fast too. What am I wearing? Love that the fact that my pets are like zipping around at like 400% speed. They're just waiting for me to catch up. And I'm gonna be right back. When this RP's starting. Watching and hanging out, guys. I hope one way or another, whether you're
Shut your jabber, drama man. The monkey of another plan. Tonight we got a orchid show. An orchid tale you think you know. That evil crone, she's not the worst. Another witch was best first. Mean Duker locked up on us, Hosey. Another path she should have chosen. So sit and slur, relax a jibbit. Enjoy the show that we call Wicked.
No, Lyra, come down from there. You're fluttering about like one of those horrible monkey creatures. We all deserve a chance to fly. Hey, do you really think the wizard will degreenify me? Of course, dear. Go that old dog of yours. Oh, look, some new friends have come to pay us a visit. I don't have any friends. Well, apart from you, Belinda.
If you're my friend, you'll make the house and get rid of these interlopers.
Then we're off to see the wizard.
a good thing my chat box is hidden, and wow, it's fucking. There are too many error messages to display, and there are too many errors with your UI. I think my like hunter week or two I have are causing my game issues. Apparently, going on my chat box. Like come back and it's just a sea of yellow text. Yeah, I really do miss that old Dora Shadow skip we could do good times in here. Not having to do like all of that I just did. You don't have to do it. You just have to door shadows once in the right spot and you're done. I don't know if my pets are gonna pull like everything up here, but I'm just gonna jump down. Looks like they ported with me. Good. Hunter pets can be quite annoying. One of the things that they do. My guys, little Beppis boy and Tall are keeping up though. Very much keeping up. I'm gonna make sure to loot the boss right away this time. No despawning bullshit. Give me that midnight rain. Give me that mount. No, son of a bitch. Never lucky, except for when I am. Anything else I could do really fast? Sneak in another Nyalotha. Might even be able to port right there. I can. I haven't used my port to get around anywhere else today. Get to Vortex Pinnacle. Close enough to Nyalotha spawn day this week. God, I hate when beer is like even the least bit warm. It is awful. I dislike beer at its best. When it's slightly warm, though, it is absolute piss to drink. Terrible. I don't know how people do it. See about swiping this all seer and then maybe doing a night hold. I'm kind of just waiting on people to be available for 7 days. Watching the other channel. So it's either I got like another 20 minutes or it could be like a minute. I'm just waiting for Marte to get back in there. Bitchy Rathion. What I'll do this time, I'm gonna lust. 30 minutes of playing this character today, and I was like, all right, I can indeed lust myself. Wonder if Nitro, my belt boost resets with every boss. Still locked in on my one warrior with the speed potions from BFA. Has to be level 50, which really sucks. It means it really can't do. Oh, little gung ho on that disengage. Just a little gung ho. That does give me an idea. Actually, it does remind me about how we used to get back to Gitro. We would just die after Mont. I guess of the two potentially risky disengages I could have done today, the one I would rather miss and die at would be right here instead of the one I did on Sylvanas, trying to get across the bridge a little bit faster. At least on a hunter, this room should be pretty easy to actually pull it all. Unless I got energy for multi-shot. Tiny bit easier than my last warrior. I feel like everything dying way slower, despite having like an extra eye level, 100 eye level of gear compared to that guy. Sucking my mana. What a shame I don't have any anymore. She can just jump off right here, right? Sweet. Pretty sure this is a tiny time save to get to Skitra. Or at least I vaguely recall doing that back in the day. I think the only reason we wouldn't is like, well, if we go out that way, we can at least clear the trash up to the elevator. We don't all die and just run back. Back in BFA, I actually did do these bosses on this character. I was playing Hunter pretty decently. I definitely know I did Skitra because I wanted the bow. Used to have a special corruption on it. Unique to hunters, but I don't think I might have done a dog kill, but I really can't remember. This was like one of the last few raid tiers where I definitely wasn't like locked into tanking the entire time. It was this or Castle Nathria. For evade. Like Shredder as well. I'm pretty sure that was a good trinket for casters. Remember right? There it is. There's the new one I just got, and the one I have from back in the day. There it is. Even rolled a socket on it. I got fucking lucky. Or maybe I just did vision runs and you could still add sockets to weapons at that time. God, it was crazy to think that you could have like you could basically socket everything, I think, at that time. Or I would just like upgrade to have sockets. But I think I'll definitely take the version we have right now, where it's like you could put 6 sockets on your neck in rings, guaranteed, and you know, with bad luck protection in the vault, you can get sockets for your helmet, bracers, and belt. I think that's not too bad either. I'd rather have like more guaranteed than just like, well, you can get more, but it's all random. What they do right now is pretty good, pretty perfect. I don't think I'm hitting that elevator. It just fell. Be tight. Oh, yeah. Perfect. What isn't perfect? My empty beer.
You'll have to clear out any beasties so that the anchor can be placed. Once you have them all set, we'll take the fight to Nazoth.
Was Carapace shouldn't be too bad on this character, huh? My pets will just zip up to the guy, the wall gross or whatever, and I can kind of just chill in the middle, close to the edge. That room temperature beer. Mm. I really don't like this trash because I don't know how it works. Fucking 7 years on. 7 years. This raid was 2020. 5 years on. My impeccable math skills coming into play once again. I play warrior. Don't need to know maths that good.
Warning. Corruption levels exceeding measurable parameters. Recalculating.
That does not sound particularly encouraging, Mother.
Isn't it funny that the RP he screams, he's super pissed off, and then he's just like still just chilling here for an extra minute.
Nazoth's rage seems
This fury of N'Zoth.
Perhaps you can turn that to our advantage.
He's so mad, but then he just stands there. There's like some sweet spot you have to stand to get them to like activate for whatever reason nowadays. There we go. And I can also just shoot the things ahead of time so I don't have to like walk at them at all. Hunter might be goaded for reclearing this raid.
I dare not enter that foul house, lest I lose myself to his madness. Strike him down.
Bonus rolled some AP. The next is just that much stronger. Lucky, lucky me. Ugh.
For an old god who claims to see everything, you
This might actually be the last one I'm doing. Vortex about to just went online on BNet, so getting ready to go over there. Quick little buggy Nazoth guy. Might be another like kind of like more slightly more convenient fight to do as a hunter because I'd shoot everything at range, so I don't have to run around the entire time. Just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit more inconvenient, maybe. Ugh. I really thought my pets would just keep smacking it over on that end, so I was like not even like doing abilities that is off. I didn't even bother leaving my body. And just jump. Do that ice Ulcer, Bran. Freaking whatever, whichever one you are. All the same, basically. Might not be surprising here, but I'm like 99% sure that it's the same voice actor for every single Bronze Beard brother. I literally think it's Bran because it does just sound like Bran to me nowadays after spending so many times and so much time in the delves nowadays. Basically, may as well be. Give me that all seer. Not a cult. Give me that all seer. Give me that wiggly, gross thing. Prolific core, which is not the all seer mount. Use it to increase my cloak high level though, which is great. What we wanted, right? That's what we actually were wanting. Okay. 3.5 hours of WoW things. Got a Gmod out of it. Not bad. Now I'm gonna go do some 7 days to die with the guys. So you're hanging out. Hopefully you stick around, and if not, you still got like some plans. You're West Coast, and you're like, I got nothing's happening here for another like hour or so. The birds are pretty quiet. There have been a few pops around me, around in my neighborhood, but been quiet so far tonight. Like it is still quite light out, so not much reason to light off fireworks as watching something explode. Yeah, I'll be right back. Definitely make sure to split up the VOD this time. BRB, thanks again for watching, hanging out. Be right back with more 7 Days to Die. Bouncing back and forth today. Multiple streams, multiple games.